Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to some Farming Simulator 25 here on the Welcome and Frankenmuth map and our Animals Only Challenge. Now we are here in February and we're grabbing our products here. Some eggs. And if you missed out on the last episode, we sold our harvester and the header for it. We bought a smaller harvester that has a bigger capacity, and we were able to build our Holstein cow barn and also our second goat enclosure. Now we are going to be working toward another chicken coop, and then after that we will be working on a second dairy. But let's go ahead and strap that in. So we have some milk here, and then we've got another goat enclosure to go pick up milk from. Now we weren't able to fill up that goat enclosure with goats. We're going to let that one just reproduce over time. Because we ran out of money, and we're just going to let it reproduce over time because we are nowhere near short on milk. Until we get a second dairy, it's not going to be a big deal. By then they should be reproduced. Let's go ahead and strap those in. Let's go grab our other milk from our new goats. I think we were able to buy like 29 goats or something like that for this one. So we won't be getting as much milk from this one right now until they reproduce. But it shouldn't take them terribly long to reproduce. I think it'll hold 104, so like they'll have to reproduce a couple of times to fill it up. But we did move some bales down here from the other one. So yeah, we just got one pallet here. It's probably not even full. So what is it? Yeah, 520. So half a pallet that we'll get each month from them. Let's go ahead and go get this dropped off in the dairy. Pick up our pallets here. And actually thinking about it, probably save up for the second dairy first and then do the second chicken coop, because right now all we're doing with the eggs is selling. When we get our second dairy now, and then we're going to look at doing the ice cream, and then we'll probably go with the next chicken coop and cow barns after that. Just thinking about it, it makes more sense. So let's go ahead and get all this sold. Okay. Go ahead and park him back. Yeah, there's no sense in really drop that off. Let's go pick up our tanker, and we will be getting Holstein and buffalo milk this month, along with slurry to sell from both of those, and then we'll feed all of them. But yeah, it really it let us get everything we wanted to get. by selling that harvester. Let's go ahead and get our Holstein milk first. That way we can get that production started. So cow milk. So 7,000 liters, not bad to get us started. 7,000 liters per month. It's not going to take long to fill the dairy at all. And we're getting about 1,800 liters a month of buffalo milk. So yeah, I think we're definitely going to go with. We'll start saving up for our second dairy building. I just think that makes more sense right now. Um, because we're going to start. It's not going to take long to fill this dairy. Um, we look at it here when we get this in there. All right, so we'll go into our production here. Go to our dairy. All right, we need to cut. All right, butter. We need to activate this one and this one and this one and this one. All right, and we're gonna let that store for now because this only holds 72,000. The buffalo milk is already half full, and the buffalo milk takes a long time. Now, chocolate we actually don't have yet. We'll cut that one off because we need sugar for that. We're not ready for sugar, so we'll cut chocolate on later. Like I said, we're gonna have to buy a windmill, and we're gonna have to buy the sugar beets to put in the windmill to make our sugar for our ice cream production. But we don't have the ice cream production, so we won't be doing that until after we get the ice cream production in. But let's go ahead and get our buffalo milk, and then we'll pick up our slurry from both barns and sell that. And let's get our buffalo milk. And that is more than what we're used to getting, but I didn't pick up the milk last month because we had plenty in there. But we're going to go ahead and keep that going into the dairy. Now I'm probably going to hold off on picking up the buffalo milk for a while, um, because if we're saving up for the second dairy, I want to be able to drop a good bit of buffalo milk in there. Um, I'm going to say we're going to have a bunch of dairies, but we're also going to be doing the ice cream factory here pretty soon. I think we'll actually probably go with a dairy, and then we'll buy the windmill, fill it up with sugar beets, um, and then we'll buy the ice cream factory and put down our greenhouse that we're going to have for for the two products we need for the ice cream factory, and I'll show you all that once we get over here and start filling up with slurry. And let's get that. Alright, so if we go into here and we go to factories, I gotta find the ice cream factory right here. It's 200,000, so it's basically the same as a dairy, but it takes water, sugar, honey, chili peppers, eggs, bottled goat milk, strawberries, and chocolate. And then it takes methane or whatever, but I think the water is what makes the methane. And then it produces water and then two different types of ice cream. So um, that's why we're going to be getting the greenhouse and the windmill so we can make the sugar and the two products. But as you can see, there's more animal products there than there are other products. So I'm making a stipulation that we can do that. But like I said, we'll have to purchase the windmill, which is 50,000. This one makes sugar, and then we'll have to fill it up with sugar beets. So we'll have to purchase that. Let's spin over here and get our slurry from our other one. Sell that. And 17,000. So we should be getting about 35,000 each month of slurry from the two cow barns. Um, and like I said, we're going to do our Holsteins down on this end and Buffalo on that end, just so when we go through to pick up milk, we can, grab all of the same milk at the same time. Um, and then we are going to continue to put down beehives. We'll put down another one this month. Actually, we may put down two. I want to get up to about 15, just so we're getting close to a pallet each month. All right, and that slurry basically is going to pay for the two. But we're going to have to get another one of these water tankers too, and we're going to go ahead and do that now because I want to have one for water. Um, so let's just go ahead and get that so I don't forget later. So go to barrel, and that way I can just leave it full of water until it's empty and then fill it back up. So go ahead and get that, and we are going to put it on Excel capacity and buy that. So 12,000 for that. And that should be the last piece of equipment we need. So let's go ahead and just drop that off there. Let's go ahead and get us a couple more beehives in. That gives us 9. I want to get, so we're going to be buying 6 more beehives over time. Let's go ahead and hook back up to our trailer. And we'll probably do like one a month until we get 15. Because like I said, we're saving up for a dairy. $3,000 is not going to make that much difference each month when we're, talking about 210,000 for another dairy. Let's go ahead and sleep. We'll do it all again, what we just did. But like I said, I'm not going to pick up the buffalo milk unless we're running low on it in the first dairy. So we'll just have to check that each month, make sure that it's still sitting good on buffalo milk. Yeah, it's going to have milk for a while. Alright, let's go ahead and get our eggs loaded up. Yeah, it doesn't make much sense to buy another chicken coop until we can actually use the eggs. So I think we'll do a dairy, then an ice cream, or well, a dairy, then the windmill, then an ice cream factory, and we'll probably do the windmill and the greenhouse at the same time. We're just going to be doing a medium greenhouse because, like I said, we're only going to be doing strawberries and chili peppers, and it's only going to be for the ice cream. So it's not going to be let's go ahead and get around and pick up our milk. And we'll get our other half a pallet of goat milk. Actually, no, we'll probably just, excuse me, leave that goat milk up there until we get our new dairy built. That way it'll give us a lot more milk at one time to put into that one. Yeah, there's no sense in us driving way up there for half a pallet. Let's go ahead and drop this milk off, get what we can get out of the dairy. Doesn't look like we have a whole lot this time. Yeah, we'll probably just sit on the goat milk for a little while. I'll check the production just to make sure how much goat milk. Yeah, we've got holds 29,000. We're at 19,000. So just a butter and a pallet of looks like goat milk bottled. No, that's actually bottled milk. Some cow milk. First pallet of that. Let's go ahead and so only 12,000 this month from that. Now we can go pick up our milk. And I think this month we'll go ahead and put down our greenhouse and go pick up our other water tanker. Put us a water filling station down. And the greenhouse is going to be put up here by the silo there. Like I said, we're only going to be getting our cow milk this month. So it looks like we're getting about 9,400 liters a month. Yeah, we're definitely going to be getting another dairy. Alright, let's go ahead and feed our cows because I need to do that. Feed our buffalo. We're not going to worry about picking up the slurry this month. We'll do it. We'll probably do the slurry like every other month. We're not getting very much money from it, so. But let's go ahead and pull him in here. And give these guys some food. Alright, let's go deliver our milk. Then we'll go pick up our other water tanker. We'll put down us down a water thing, a water dispensary, and then we'll put down our greenhouse and fill it up with water and get those two things started. Let's go ahead and get that dropped off. We'll just drop this off over here. Just drop that right there. Let's go ahead and drop these down. Whoop. Not what I intended on doing there. Alright, now let's go pick up our other water tanker. And then we'll be cutting our grass in April. Yeah, and I think we're good on grass for the goats until July, so we will be picking that up again. And like I said, we're going to be putting the greenhouse down right beside the silo there, along with our water dispensary. And like I said, we're only going to be doing strawberries and chili peppers. Um, and that, like I said, it's going to be a little bit of time before we can get a secondary and and the ice cream machine in, our ice cream factory in. But we're going to go ahead and get the greenhouse this month, and as soon as we can, we'll buy the windmill. We'll fill it up with sugar beets. I say fill it up. We'll buy however many sugar beets we can, put it in there, and let it go ahead and start making sugar. Again, we won't be selling any of those products. It'll only be for the factory, so we won't have to buy sugar beets that often. Um, because we're going to start making the sugar before we put down the ice cream factory. So we should have, a decent amount of sugar ready to go for that once we put down the ice cream factory. And, depending on how much of the produce they're using, we may have to additionally put down a second greenhouse at some point. But right now, we're just going to go with one. And it's going to be the medium size open air one. I just like the way those look better. And they are a little cheaper. So it's a pretty big greenhouse actually, but like I said, we're only going to be doing chili peppers and strawberries, and that'll be for the ice cream factory. Um, and we'll just put them on distributing. We're not going to be selling them. We'll only be using them to make ice cream. And we're only going to be doing the one with water. We're not going to be doing the fertilizer and all that. We're only going to be doing the production that just uses water. So it's not like we're going to be mass producing them, but I want to go ahead and get them going. So when we do get the ice cream factory, we have some kind of stockpiled, I guess you could say. But yeah, the greenhouse is going to go right in front of the silo. We'll put the water. Let's go ahead and construction. And I think this is going to be under. Is it containers? Yes. Alright, we'll put this here. We'll do it on this side actually. Right there. And then we need to go into factories, greenhouses, and we're going to be looking for the open air. Alright, that's the large. This medium one. We'll spin that around. And we're just going to put it right here. Give a little bit of room there. Alright. Let's go ahead and go into our production. And we are going to turn on chili peppers with water. And we'll put that on distributing. And strawberries with water. Put that on distributing. Alright, now let's fill up our tanker with water. There we go. That's going to take a minute. Actually, while he's filling up, let's go ahead and get our harvester back to the farm. Now I know a lot of people think it doesn't make much sense to buy a smaller harvester, but like I said, the reason why we did that is because this one holds 200,000 liters, um, which is unrealistic, and I realize that, but the amount of times I have to stop and empty the harvester is just going to save us a ton of time, because this harvester will be able to just keep rolling. Um, it won't we won't have to stop and empty it. He'll just be able to keep rolling, and we won't ever have to stop it. Like, I think it will be able to pick up the whole field without us having to empty it. So it's just going to save us a lot of time, because that way, while it's harvesting, we can be picking up the straw and not have to worry about stopping to empty the harvester every time it gets full. So this, I mean, and this header allows it to harvest at 15 miles an hour. So it actually goes faster than our other harvester anyway. And it's smaller, so it's, it'll take up less room parking. But I think for a time standpoint of not having to stop and empty the harvester 6 or 7 times, while actually 8 times while it's harvesting, I think it's just going to help us a lot. If this mod would have been out, or well, I think it was out, and I just didn't realize it was part of the mod, I would have bought this harvester to start with. But anyway, you live and learn. So let's go ahead and get this up here, and we'll fill up our greenhouse there with water, so it can start making chili peppers and strawberries. And I'm thinking about it. I think we may do the ice cream factory next, and then the secondary, just because that'll give us more products to sell. From that standpoint, I think it'll be better for us. Like I said, we will be putting down the windmill next. And filling it up with well, I say filling it up, we'll be putting as much sugar beet in it as we can. We'll just leave him right here. Let's get over to this. It is still not full. It does take a while, but I'll be able to just drop this trailer off in front of the greenhouse, and it should fill automatically. Matter of fact, that's probably enough for a while. I'm not even sure how much water this thing holds, to be honest. We'll look here in a second. Oh, it holds a lot of water. But anyway, that should hold us for a little while. I'll worry about doing this off camera, getting it full of water. It's going to take like 4 loads. All right, let's go ahead and drop that off. Get him back over to our trailer to pick up our products for next month, and we'll go ahead and get our mower going for that. To cut our grass, and that way, while we're doing the delivering of things, the grass can be cutting, and then we'll use this tractor to do that. And looks like we need to refill our trailer with wheat. Let's go ahead and do that and get that brought back over here. Don't want our chickens to run out of food. Since we have all that wheat for them, there's no need. Looks like our wheat's gonna be ready to harvest pretty soon too. And let's go ahead and fill that up. Let's check that real quick. Growth. It's still got one more month after this, looks like. I need to move that trailer too. It's kind of in a bad place. Alright, let's go ahead and get this brought back over to the chickens and top them off. Go ahead and put down another. There we go. Release from that. Go ahead and put us down another beehive. Get him pulled into place here. Alright. Let's go into construction, animals, bees, beehive. Let's spin that around. Put it right there. Good enough. Doesn't have to be perfectly straight. Alright, let's go ahead and go to sleep. And we'll go ahead and put down another beehive so I don't forget. Let's put down another beehive. There we go. Go ahead and get our eggs here. So I think the order we're gonna go is ice cream factory, or well, windmill, then ice cream factory, then second dairy, then second chicken coop, and then it'll be about cow barns and goat enclosures for a while. I only plan on having about 6 chicken coops total, but I don't know that we'll need that many. We may only need, 3 or 4. We may only need 2. I'm not going to build chicken coops just to make money off of. I'd rather use the products. So we'll just kind of see how it goes once we get the ice cream factory in. And then once we get the ice cream factory in, we can actually start delivering our honey to it. So, but the windmill will be our next purchase. All right, let's go ahead and get our cows fed. Get him filled back up. Just go ahead and fill him back up with TMR from our silo, and then we'll get him moved over later. trailer apparently. Let's go get our. We're just going to leave the goat milk for now. We're just going to sell our products. Like I said, we'll just keep an eye on this. As long as it's not running out of goat milk, we'll be good. Let's get around here and sell these products. Then we'll go pick up our milk. Looks like our goats need, they're still okay on grass. We'll fill them up next month. Let's see where our. Yeah, we'll be doing our wheat in the next episode. So let's go ahead and get our cow milk delivered, and then we will pick up our slurry and sell that, and then we'll start picking up our grass. And like I said, before next episode, I'll go ahead and get this greenhouse topped off with water and get that going here. But yeah, it's not going to take us long to fill up this dairy with putting 9,000 liters of milk in it a month. So it definitely, I think getting the ice cream factory in will help us. The ice cream factory is going to slow us down a little bit on money because I think we'll be using the butter for that. Let's go ahead and drop this off. Go get our slurry. Alright, let's go ahead and check on our. Apparently, the goats produce pretty fast. So, all right, we can go start picking up grass. We'll go ahead and fill this guy up with diesel too while we're going. Right, so we are moving along here. Um, it'll take us a few months to get up to where we can buy our ice cream factory. Like I said, we'll be putting down the windmill probably next month and putting however many sugar beets we can into that to start making sugar for the ice cream factory. So I'm going to go ahead and have that going before um, we put down the ice cream factory. The only thing we'll have to turn on is chocolate, um, which, with the chocolate, we will put it on distributing. because we won't need to sell the chocolate because we'll be able to use it for the ice cream factory. So yeah, it's starting to come into fruition here. We'll start making more and more money once we get that ice cream factory down and that second dairy down. You're going to see the farm start growing a lot faster, which is where we want to get. So we got a long way to go. I originally was planning on buying field 20 there to put more cow barns on. Let's go ahead and let him get turned around there. Or not. But I think we may end up getting this one to put more cow barns on. Just because I think it's a lot cheaper. It's a lot of property. Put a lot of cow barns down there. And I just think it'll be better for us going forward. Um, Instead of saving up 500,000, it's going to be a while before we need it because, like I said, we can still get at least you know 6 more cow barns down on that property, maybe even 8. Um, but the goal is to build up a farm to where we can just be printing money basically, and that's where we're going to be. Um, that's what our plan is to just have an insane amount of animal products coming out of this I was looking at the cakes. It takes three animal products and three non-animal products, so I feel like that one's a little bit of a stretch. Um, we do have the wheat we could make into flour, and we'll have the windmill to do that. And we already have the strawberries from um, the greenhouse, and then it takes, I think, eggs and butter and milk. We'll think about it going forward. I'll let y'all guys comment on that if you think that cakes are a viable product for us to use. Um, I will put down the multigrain building and just turn on cakes. Um, if y'all think that is okay, because it does use three animal products and a couple of more. I'll have to double check what cakes take produce. If it ends up taking three animal products, because I think it takes sugar also, which we're already going to be doing. Like I said, we'll be purchasing the sugars. But I just feel like the cakes take as many non-animal products as it does take animal products. So I kind of feel like it's not an animal product. So, because we would have to make flour and sugar, and then the strawberries, like I said, we already have, but that makes it three against three, which it's not more animal products than it is non-animal products. Now with the ice cream factory, it does take strawberries and chili peppers, but each recipe only takes one or the other. And they take sugar, which is two, but they also take milk, eggs, and I think butter. So I think we're just going to stick with those. Now, like I said, if they come out with a factory that uses more animal products, like a bottled milk factory, which would basically just be animal products only, and maybe strawberries and chocolate, which is still an animal product, um, we might go with that route. In the future, but I think we'll just kind of stick with what we've planned. I mean, I could just build a bunch of chicken coops and just make tons of money off eggs every month, but it kind of defeats the purpose of furthering the product beyond what it already is. Um, like I said, the ice cream factory is going to use eggs. I don't know how many eggs it's going to hold, so I've never used the actual factory. So it may have a lot of storage for eggs, and we'll never need more chicken coops. But who knows? And what we may do is just build a second chicken coop just to supply the ice cream factory, and then use the other chicken coop for just selling the eggs to kind of help our income every month. I really don't know what I'm going to do. It really just kind of depends on how things are going once we get those factories in. I mean, I don't know. It may go through a lot of eggs a month, and we may have to have a second chicken coop. But we won't know till we get there, and we're not there. We're still several months away from that. Like I said, I don't know how much honey it's going to take. So We may only be getting 1 or 2 pallets a month from the ice cream factory. I don't know how that's going to work. We'll just have to see as we go. We'll get the rest of this grass picked up, and that'll be our video. I will do the fertilizing off camera, and also fill up the greenhouse with water off camera, and go ahead and get all of our TMR moved over to the silo. And then next month we'll be starting our wheat harvest. And selling whatever products we can. So next video will be pretty much that. We won't have a whole lot to do outside of that. Because once we harvest the wheat, we're going to have to, fertilize and possibly lime, plow, plant, roll, all that good stuff. So we may not even get all that done in the next episode, and if we don't, that's fine. I'll finish whatever we can, whatever we don't get done off camera. That way, see if I can get all this without moving that tractor. There we go. All right, that not exactly the best thing to do, but now I can go get this emptied. And then we can fertilize, get them started on the fertilizing. And like I said, I'll do the rest of it off camera. But I do appreciate y'all being with me here today. This is your rock, and if you haven't already, go and hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell. Also, don't forget to leave comments down below. All that stuff for you is free, and it helps me and the channel grow. I do appreciate everybody being with me so far and supporting me. You guys rock. I love you guys. I hope y'all have a blessed day, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.